Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Both been here too long. You can't go back to Ireland or Poland or England, and I can't go back to Africa. And we will live here together, or we'll die here together. And it's not I am telling you. Time is telling you. You will listen or you will perish.
You ever felt?
If you like this video, if you like the length of this video as opposed to the longer ones, let me know. Hit like down below and leave me a comment or two. It gets me out there, it gets me heard, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to say stop trying to deflect Black people's pain. You may not realize it, but when you assert a well, what about in an argument or a discussion about social justice, you are attempting to discredit the other person's viewpoint. And maybe you're doing it on purpose, but maybe you're not. So here's a prime example. I was having a conversation about police brutality, and someone jumped in and said, cops kill white people too. No argument there. But that's not what we're talking about. And that small but powerful comment could have taken the wind out of my sails. And that's what it's used for the most part, whether you realize it or not when you're saying it. Using examples of bad things that happen to white people during a discussion about Black Lives Matter as a counterpoint only hurts the BLM message. It's just as detrimental as saying all lives matter. No one is disagreeing that bad things happen to white people too, but that's not what this conversation is about. For the most part, the whole justice system is set up to right the wrongs that happen to white people. It would be one thing if all that Black people had to worry about were some bad cops, but the justice system had their back. But for us, the system isn't set up to help the Black population like that. The stories that we tell of police brutality, legal system horror stories, and incarceration tragedies are used to put a spotlight on what's going on in our community. You muddy that water when you insert some other group's tragedy simply to try and force me to belittle what Black people go through and agree with your premise. We aren't telling these stories for our own pleasure, but rather to force those who pretend that the playing field is level to come face to face with racism that they say doesn't exist. So if you think that what we're doing is counterproductive and we just did what we were told, we would be fine, answer these questions, America. We did what you told us, so why hasn't anything changed? When we laid down on the ground, when we were ordered to, but still were tear gassed, where was your support? When we put our hands up and comply, but still we die, where's the support? Where's All Lives Matter? When all we asked for was the ability to vote, but were lynched and shot instead, where were you, America? How can you ask us to continue to peacefully accept our own destruction when our peaceful behavior never got your support? We tear and we burn things down because our silence never got your attention, only our destruction. So now that we destroy what you love, so maybe you can feel a small portion of the pain that you gave us so gleefully. What about now? We did it your way. We do it your way. We continue to comply your way. And you still come up with excuses why it's still okay to annihilate a whole community, one by one by one. So America, answer my question. Where were you? Remember, this fight is not for some of us, it's for all of us.